Hello, introverts. Oh, my camera's wobbly. Hello, guys. I want to start out by letting you know that Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. It is um, just a time where we get to be thankful for all of our blessings and hang out with our family and eat really good food. So I love Thanksgiving, but as you know and are possibly dreading, family functions and holidays mean people and noise and people, and it can be very exhausting for us. So today I have a survival guide for introverted Thanksgiving. So I have 8 things, and of course we have Leo here again today, of course, and he loves everything. All right, so number 1 is fuel up. I wanted to call this pre-gaming. You know, people say they pre-game before they go out, or tailgate here in the Northwoods before a football game, but fuel up. So before you are going to go spend time with lots of people, you need to spend some time with yourself. So whatever you do to be with yourself, hang out with yourself, go for a walk, spend some quiet time, go for a drive, listen to music, just so that you can, energize yourself to be ready to spend time with people. Number 2, be weird. Don't worry about what people think of you so much. If you are invited to a Thanksgiving meal, most likely your family knows, or your friends know, that you're kind of weird. So just be weird. Just be yourself. Have that odd conversation with whoever wants to have it with you. Talk about the stuff that interests you, even if it seems weird. Just be yourself. They already know you're weird. They're used to it. They probably like it. It's okay. Just be yourself. You don't have to put on a character to hang out with your family or hang out with your friends. Number 3, bring an activity. I like to bring something that I can work on quietly, but that I can also still have conversation with people while I'm doing it, so that when, everyone's sitting around after the meal, or, before the meal, everyone's sitting around being social, I have something to do that kind of keeps my mind not occupied, but keeps my mind from wandering and getting frustrated with things. So I bring my knitting and I sit, somewhere and start knitting, and I still sit with the people and I can still have a conversation. But if you are a drawer, bring your drawing. If you like to play cards, bring your cards. Bring something that you can do that's not going to isolate you from the other people, so you don't look like you're antisocial. Because we still like people. We just get exhausted by people. We're not antisocial. Number 4, find an escape. Now, if it's just one day, if it's just the meal and then the gathering, this one you might not have to do. But if you are going and spending, the weekend, 4 or 5 days with your family, you might need to find an escape for a while to get yourself alone so you can fuel back up. So whether that means that you leave for a few hours and, walk around, or just go for a ride in the car by yourself so that you can, re-energize by being alone, find an escape. And your family, your friends, they might think like, oh, something's wrong, but you can just tell them, I need some time by myself, I need to refuel, and that's totally okay. Number 5, leave toxic conversations. If you are, in a conversation and the conversation is hurtful or it's toxic, just walk away from it. Or just say, you know what, I don't really want to talk about that. And sometimes you have to leave in general. You know, sometimes you just have to go home. If it's a toxic environment and it's going to wreck you for the next month, you might want to just leave and just say, hey, this is not working for me. I have to go. Excuse me. Number 6, I used to do this one all the time, and it was very helpful for me to still remain in the situation and not be uncomfortable, is play with the kids or pet the dog. If there's little kids, sit down on the floor with them and just hang out there. You don't have to have this crazy intellectual conversation with children. You can just sit and be with them, and they'll appreciate it, and their parents will probably appreciate it. Or pet the dog. If there's a dog and you like dogs, or there's a cat and you like kitties, sit and hang out with the animal. It's going to relax you to pet the dog. It's going to lower your blood pressure and make you feel more comfortable. Number 7, relax and eat good food. That's one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is there's good food. There's lots of it. I love pie and I love homemade food, and you know, it is just one day, it's one meal, and just try to relax. You know, I'm an uptight person. If you watch the video with my husband and I, he will tell you that I'm uptight, and I need to remind myself to relax and just enjoy the moment and eat good food. And the last one is sit quietly and observe. We don't have to be involved in every conversation for people to love us. We can just sit quietly and watch the goings on and just observe the people that we're with. And that can be really interesting. And, you know, you can add in a few things to the conversation. But if you just sit quietly and observe, you know, they might think you're weird, but they probably know that anyway if you're going to just sit and watch them talk. But that's okay. So anyway, to my American viewers, have a great Thanksgiving. Everyone else, have a great day and enjoy your families, enjoy your friends. And after you get done with your holiday, people, get some time to yourself and fuel back up. See you next time, guys.